Alright, we're out of the subway and we're back into the pouring rain of New York. Let's see what we gotta do next. Look at the map. Oof. There's lots of question marks on the map. I think I have to point my light at it, but let me see. I don't know. Just do those things. Back that way. Back this way. See if I can find one. I have to point my light at it. I didn't do anything, so. Across the way here. Let's turn off the taxi, or the crop lights to the taxi. Oh, wow. Where's this go? Where's this go? Nothing that way. More stuff here, maybe. Oh, wow. Stuff. It says there's something here. Scratch. Just bring that box of goodies then, I guess. Huh. Let's see anything else here. I'm wasting my light there. That was. That way, right? It still has that marker right there. I'm not sure how you do these. I should look it up, but I'm too lazy. Yeah, let's get out of here. Not a lot back there. Lots of people coming out that thing. I don't care though. Takes me down to this area.
Poised to tear into you the second you let your guard down. You thought you had it tamed, that you knew what the hell you were doing. Your last mistake, unless you got lucky. And you didn't deserve to get lucky. You blinked at the wrong time, let your mind wander, and the fire escape that was meant to be your getaway route was gone, was never there at all. You'd gotten turned around somewhere along the way. The city was coming to finish you off, and there was nowhere left to run.
Alright. Got something to shoot here? Oh, the box. Empty. I got this way. Over there. What are these? I don't know what you're supposed to do with those.
Hey, Alan. Tim Breaker. In case you don't remember again.
I know, Tim. I'm remembering more now.
It's good to hear, man.
Found Mr. Door yet?
How's your search for Mr. Door going?
It's not great. This dream we're in, putting a lot of roadblocks in my way.
You think this is a
So
dream?
you think this is a dream?
I'm not ruling it out. You know, my dreams have always been incredibly vivid. They feel real until the second I wake up. You know, in dreams, I'm often someone else. A different person with a different name, living a different life in a different world. Alternate realities, maybe. But certain things don't change. Like Door.
The sketch looks familiar.
The sketch you have does look like the Door I know. The talk show host.
All I know is the Door has something to do with what's happening to me. And he knows that I know. He's like some sadistic mastermind torturing me.
I was at the morgue. I was about to give him the evidence. The Door transported me here to the dream reality. What? Cool. Alright, more map. Ooh. Where's my thing? Even the street. Alright, I think I've got all the maps. Yeah, no, door, yeah. Alright, see you, Tim. I'll have to solve the mystery of the world. Anybody else confused yet?
I had written books about Alex Casey for years. Something lingered here. A line from a half-forgotten story.
Rain tried to wash away the sins of this city. But some sins, the evidence of the crimes committed, could never be erased. Not by the rain, or any amount of therapy from Dr. Jack Daniels. It remained bruises under my skin, like tattoos, bruises in my soul, scar tissue on my heart. The rain never stopped falling, and I never stopped drinking.
Trying to go right now. Oh, reach the murder site. The original club store. Oh, then I'll do that. I don't know, I didn't do that. Yeah, so I have to go back into the... I have to go back in here. Go to the murder situation. Murders. The murder scene.
The scene changed with the story.
You want me to remove this to get through that?
The dark presence. Fuck! 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 I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
What the heck was that? Oh, my God. We'll just keep that door closed for a little bit there, okay? Okay. Oh. Right, go back into the tunnel apparently.
The tunnel was open.
Oh my God. That's the dark presence. Run, Alan. Run, Alan. Oh my God.
The dark presence. I'd seen it before. I remembered now.
Stop.
It was always out there, hunting me.
Was it? Because, Jesus. I remember something like that, Alan. Now where are we? Murder Forest? Oh, no. Stone pillars. What are they? What are we doing here? Oh, trees, pillars. Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
Ah. It's merging. Justin. It's all merging.
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home.
Saga.
An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. Help me get you.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Mount Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
There is a plane flying around.
Some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it lives forever, this road.
Are we back with Saga? No. New York City. Look for Alice. Nightingale. The writer of the first word, the writer of the last.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget, marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
I just want to say, are we in one of the government buildings? Like, it's an old government building, but well, I guess we're on the Culture's Lake, never mind. But I think it's government. Part of control. Subway. I just want to get out of the subway. Don't know exactly how you do that, how you get all of them like that. Or just shoot them, or I don't know. Weird. Okay.
The station had changed. I was closer now. I couldn't add a new element from here. I'd have to go to the scene.
Okay.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment?
Good.
Would I be home?
Yeah,
Or
well,
was this just an echo of the real thing?
that's where I'm going, so
Even
let's see.
then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Let's see.
The writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
I don't know, Alan had a wife. Learn things new.
Alice's photo equipment, set to go off when the door opens.
That's creepy. Why should do that?
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
Can you get it?
Alice.
Big photos for exhibition, photo posters.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Hmm.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books.
It's a nice
This symbol
comment.
wasn't here before.
What symbol?
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Get the memory card. Okay. Video, art dark, on screens, focal point, blah blah. Okay. Part 1.
Part 1. What was Alice working on?
Card on video. Put it now. Gonna ask.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. there's some flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why? I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything, like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
Ooh, well, that's a lot of deep walking. I don't want to go back to New York, that's for sure. That place is a nightmare. Too much looping. Let's see, she wants to... Have you heard of the Call of the Tree?
Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
They have the clicker. Are they working with Scratch?
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Oh, now that's all for now, Alan. Okay. Casey, you stay with him. Where's that spell? What the heck's going on there? Right, I'm gonna end it here. We will get back to it later. That was a good episode though. Actually, one second, let me just do my mind palace.
Wake just gave us a lot of information.
They did.
But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Yeah. Where's the clicker? Go to the trees and position the clicker. Okay, yep. Cult working with somebody. Why work with Scratch? What does the cult get out of it? He's got access stuff.
That's it.
Yeah. This purpose is marking territory. A warning feels derivative, like something out of a horror movie. Talk about the witch. Any more lunchboxes? No. Oh, profile. Go to the
Wake said the
clicker.
cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
He keeps hold of his pages.
Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Scratch and Wake.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Sorry.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Oh my god, look how many pages we got. So what you write in dark place becomes reality. It can't be that simple. It means the effect isn't immediate. There's still time to fix this. Okay.
Nah.
That gives us 2 days to stop this.
Think.
Let's get the clicker before Scratch with it. The story can be changed and Scratch will send back to the dark place. So, magical light switch, where do I even start with that? Wake, the form of Scratch, dark presence. Wake story wants to turn the world into a nightmare.
Doesn't make sense.
Rules? No. Wake, in the form of Scratch, dark presence is editing Wake's story, wants to turn the world into night. Oh. Well, obviously can't let that. Wake, Scratch and the dark presence are interchangeable. Oh.
Think, Saga.
Trapped in the dark place for 13 years. When the strange reality of the dark place merged with this place and the dark place called the overlap. The overlap. It's the collision overlap by rotating the current. Flashlight seems to weaken the take on. Dark presence. Inside a bright light, Saga felt safe like nothing else. Okay. Hey. You're hiding pages.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Learn more about the clicker. Read. Victim was one of the FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal and bloody ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was a page, this page, the very first page they had not found, not the last, the first step down into the terrifying depths, secret depths, trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here, what they were doing, someone playing a game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept the sheer audacity of the impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them? Oh, this.
Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
The cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Fairly near watery. Oh, good place to start.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
That's what I said.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Now you can switch between Alan and Saga's story via the bucket in the janitor's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. Well, that's cool. Huh.
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me. I had seen the title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it. I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Yeah.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time he wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours of the night. Together with our house band, the divine old gods of Asgard, we have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. We just do what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, we'll sing it.
Alright guys, I've got to leave it here. Where's the rocket? Okay. Alright. Yeah. I gotta leave it there guys. But I'll catch you on the next one.